Yeah, I know. I was up my Delta.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy 9. We got 2-1. We got 8-7. It's the CBK podcast. You know what it is. We're here to talk a little sports, talk a little life, and just checking in with everybody. 2-1, how we doing over there? Welcome back to the show. Special guest.
Thank you. Doing well here in Arizona. Happy New Year. I don't know if I can say that anymore because it's
you can.
It's February. But thanks for having me.
You're is this the second appearance or third?
I think this is third.
Okay. You're a vet now.
I'm a vet. I am a vet.
Cool. How we doing? What are we sipping on over there?
Little bullet bourbon.
Okay.
Something nice, smooth.
Smooth.
We got some game. I don't know what's going on in the background. Is that some game?
The next Lewis Hamilton. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right if you're familiar with F1.
Not at all.
No. It's just a driving sim. Yeah.
Driving simulator. Guys on the path to greatness. Cool.
Yeah.
So I want to start you guys off. We were talking a little NBA before we started the recording. So we just had late breaking news from the CBK podcast. Jimmy Butler heading to the Bay Area. Pretty crazy trade, right? 5-team trade. It looks like more complex than the Mavericks-Lakers trade, that's for sure, which I would argue Luka's a little better than Jimmy. But, hey, we can get into that debate if we want. So he's going to Warrior team up with Steph. Draymond's still over there, graying out, still playing, kicking people in the nuts. And then it was a lot here, but to read the full trade, you got the Heat get Andrew Wiggins, PJ Tucker, and a projected first. Pistons get Lindy Waters, Josh Richardson. Jazz get Dennis Schroeder. Raptors get Kyle Anderson. And then, of course, the Warriors are getting Jimmy Butler. So immediate reaction from the fellas here. Any thoughts? NBA? I haven't watched a single full game. But I'm okay. We're ball knowers. Cole, you watch NBA. What break it down?
I do. I'm a bit of a Warriors fan. So I like this trade just because so the guys that we traded away, were like the three dudes I was like, we got to get rid of these guys. I'm kind of over it. They're not helping. Kyle Anderson, we got like, I think in the off season, 3-year deal. I was like, please don't stick around. UCLA guy, by the way. So, and he's just plays slow. He's hard to watch. Doesn't really help. Dennis Schroeder, we got mid-season. I was like, dude, this guy's like, we don't need another point guard. And then who was the other one? Wiggins. He's been on the team for a while, got a championship.
Help blue chip.
But I think his time was just up. So, and Jimmy's great. Like, I think the defense is going to help a little, bring that kind of fire back. And I mean, maybe a last ditch effort to get Steph one more ring. So
how
I don't
old
hate
is
it.
Jimmy?
How old is Jimmy?
He's like 34, right? Like he's
35.
Yeah, he's the same age as Steph.
Steph's 35. Draymond is 50. Or he looks 50. Yeah.
You graduated high school with him, right? 2-1?
He was a freshman when I was a senior. Yeah. But,
okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Cole, can I take this in a quick pivot?
Yeah.
I've known you for a while. I didn't know you were a self-proclaimed Warriors fan. What are your teams? Who do you like?
Well, I'm not a Warriors fan. Like, I'm not a fan of any NBA team really, but I follow them more than most.
You just said the whole rant you gave about the Warriors. Like,
we. So I'll still say we.
Pick a lane. You're either a fan or you're not.
Yeah, no, I'm a fan.
This isn't so you are.
I mean, they were the first kind of team I watched when I learned basketball. So NBA would probably be the Warriors, but also the Nuggets because I live in Denver and they're just electric. Arizona basketball, Colorado football, Chargers, Colorado Avalanche. What's baseball? Padres.
So, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Kind of all over the place.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is absurd. There's no rhyme or reason to it, Cole. What are we doing here? Break it down for the listeners. I mean,
so let's see. I mean, CU football. What's up?
Warriors, you said when you first kind of got into the NBA,
Yeah.
you were like,
And honestly, that was when I was living out in DC by you guys.
Yeah.
Because
We used
that's
to
when they were
we
going
watched
on
the
their
finals
run
together. Yeah.
at 2 a.m. because the East Coasters are psychotic.
God.
I don't know how you watch sports over there.
Dude,
crazy.
it's the worst. It's awful.
Even a normal time game starts
Yeah.
at like 8. It's like, dude,
Yeah.
what if I want to go to bed a little earlier? Nope.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, I mean Arizona basketball, you taught me.
Give it to me.
Yeah,
I own that one.
team. So,
And then your dad was CU.
yep. And
And
then
the Pods, your dad too.
yep. Avalanche,
And
kind of my dad as
your
well.
dad.
Chargers, I'm just
Seven.
still a fan because I'm delusional, and all my friends have a team, so I just have a team.
So it's all connected to your dad, which is a good segue to having my dad on here. Dad,
Mhm.
why did you have to go to the University of Arizona and make my life miserable as well?
I'm
Let's
sorry.
talk about it.
Yeah.
What kind of retributions are we talking in the will? Is there a clause there?
No, there's
More money, less money?
There's an allocation. It's it's even between the three of y'all.
Okay. Fluid.
So no extra for being U of A. Maybe
Okay.
something to consider though next time we update it.
I think so.
So
Okay.
yeah.
Just put that little tickler in your ear. Put your ticket in your ear.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, everyone, most people from my high school either went to NAU or U of A. Very few went to the school up north, which,
Hey, let's talk about the school up north.
Let's.
So 2-1. I want to get your thoughts here. The contrast between the ASU football team and the ASU basketball team couldn't be more drastic in terms of likability. I hate the entire school, but I found myself, okay, ASU football and then ASU basketball. I couldn't care. What are your thoughts after the game last week and just ASU in general?
Well, Seven and I were at the game, and it was electric. Right. So it comes. Love Kenny at ASU football program is rolling, and he's just a solid guy, and
True.
So leadership matters, and I've never hated Bobby. It's the greatest amount of irony in Bobby Hurley talking about class and an opponent not having class. I mean, he's the most classless coach out there. He has an aneurysm every single game. He got teed up in that game. His player, who cares what Caleb Love? I'm sure he was talking trash and Bradley the whole game. It's a rivalry, and everyone talks trash. And then all of a sudden, he's complaining. He's like this victim that they weren't policing the trash talking. And then his player headbutts Caleb Love, and then Caleb Love gets tossed. It's insane. And then that guy got tossed after they reviewed it, but they didn't toss him initially.
And they still haven't released a statement.
Yeah.
By the way.
Bobby Hurley's just not a very good coach. They just go out there and they chuck up like 30 plus threes a game, and they can't get over the hump. I mean, in a perfect example is then they go and lose last night to Kansas State at home, and they missed the 2 free throws at the end. You got to win that. You got to win those games. If they win that and go on a little run, then they might be back in the bubble discussion. But now, I mean, they'll have to probably win the Big 12 tournament to make the March Madness, and there's no way they'll do that. But they just can't. No. It's the same thing, and they have the big.
Quinn something.
He's nice. Jace Sainon's nice. They have dudes, but they always have dudes. But they just can't. They'll play us really well because we're there. They
big bro,
and then they'll play us, and then they'll go lose the next game to Kansas State, or in the past Oregon State or Washington. It's just so, Bobby Hurley is he's not a very good coach, a good head coach in college. Used to kind of like him, but I lost a lot of. I mean, his antics in the game, and I was watching it. It's just like Tommy kind of yelled at him, and then like, hey, are we gonna shake hands? And then he went like this, like, are you mad with me? And then Bobby's like, yeah. And then it's like, and then Tommy kind of like was like that. So It's crazy, but yeah, that place, it was electric. Great game, boy. We really showed up.
What was the percentage breakdown of ASU fans versus U of A in the stadium?
I think around 30 to 35% U of A.
That's
and there was a
legit.
lot of
It's pretty good.
young, was really good. A lot of red, a lot of U of A chants, a lot of young kids still in school or just out of school. Which,
That's
because we
good.
went to last year's game, and so there just seemed to be a lot more younger U of A fans there, which was great. We chatted up Caleb's dad before the game, so it's coming off the shot against Iowa State, and it was just a super nice guy, and so it was fun. And he was like, I feel like Caleb deserved that, and we're like, yeah, man, that's he did. And so because he gets a lot of ish from even
myself
me
included. I was gonna say,
me too.
I mean,
sometimes he just it's really the Caleb Love experience, but
truly,
I think deep down, he's streaky, but man, you live by the sword, die by the sword. But boy, he's rolling right now. But so it was fun to chat with his dad. Super nice
That's
guy.
cool.
Great atmosphere. But yeah, ASU football is rolling. ASU basketball. I wouldn't be surprised if they get rid of Bobby soon.
No, extend him.
But as U of A fans, we want him extended. But who's going to take that job? The arena is like, I don't know, 50 years old, 60 years old. They need a new arena. That's a tough. But yeah, again, it's they should be able to get a good coach. So
let's. I like that you were able to get a game. Cole, did you stay up to watch this game this time, or did you sleep through it like the Iowa State game?
The ASU game?
Yeah.
No,
I watched the whole thing.
That was at 11.
It was in the middle of the day.
It's still a fair question.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
we're playing the number 3 team in the country, and we got Cole, certified ball knower participant, and Seven, co-host, who don't even watch the game. So yeah, I'm gonna dig that. I'm gonna dig at him forever. So Cole, it sounds like I should watch the game.
I did watch it. It was awesome. I was telling one of my roommates, I was like, Bobby Hurley's like his brother, except he sucks at coaching. So it's like it doesn't work. Like his personality doesn't work.
I feel like his brother hasn't always been like Bobby. Like Dan is becoming more like Bobby with his antics. You know what I mean by that? Like
I kind of agree. I
don't remember Danny being like that big of a little,
Yeah. Well, but he's a good coach, so it's like it doesn't matter.
It's all unnecessary, right? He's just he looks like a little bully out there, What did he yell at the ref earlier, like a couple weeks ago? He's like, "I'm the best effing coach in the country," or something.
Yeah, you're gonna talk to me like that or something.
You don't have to do. Why are you doing that? It's like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Well, Cole, you watched the game.
I did.
Good. That's good.
It's a good watch. Enjoyed it.
Here's what I want to call out. Something 2-1 said. Obviously, big game against ASU. You always gonna beat your rival, even though they suck. It's kind of stressful games, right? Crowd was rocking, seemed electric. Then last night we go into BYU, and at BYU, one of the more hostile crowds in all the Big 12. Maybe the most. I mean, Seven was at the game. 19,000 people at that stadium. That's like bigger than most NBA arenas.
Yeah,
it's a big stadium.
And they're rocking. They're soaking, they're hanging out, they're having a bunch of fun. and we go in there, we take care of business. And the best, you like that?
Right. That was funny.
The thing that's getting us wins right now is our defense. And I think we talked about in the last podcast, the defense has been pretty consistent all year. And it's a different level of, it's like a different level of like effort and intensity that you can see. It starts with 2 of our guards. In 2-1, I know you were talking about the big men, but 2 of the guards. KJ Lewis is the best defender in the Big 12, maybe in the country, best perimeter defender. Whoa, little thumbs up.
Yeah.
And then Caleb Love might be doing himself a service in the NBA by being able to defend like this.
That's right.
Because if he can defend like this and shoot some threes, somebody's going to put him on the end of the bench, and he's going to get a shot because he's been playing lockdown D, like shut down that kid at Iowa State. Last night he was on a couple of the NBA guys on BYU. Yeah. First round draft pick. So really impressed with Caleb, loving what I see on the defensive side of the floor. And I think that's going to help so much in March, fellas, because our defense is going to be able to keep us in a game when we're a little nervous. We're playing in Salt Lake. We're playing in Spokane. Right. We're playing a good 12 seed or something. Our defense is going to keep it in it. keep us in it. And that's how you make a long run. So I'm stoked to see the boys like really, really intensifying the effort on the defense side of the ball.
Absolutely.
I am.
We're playing really well right now. Man, it's great to see, and we got a lot of dogs. And this schedule is preparing us for March.
Yep.
And,
I'm gonna call in a guest. We just got a guest dial in to the CBK studio. He wanted to give his take about the game at BYU last night.
What up, Seven?
What's up, Seven?
Hey,
Can you hear us?
Can you hear me? I can hear you coming in.
Yes, sir.
We got you. I feel like I'm watching a TikTok.
Yeah,
Dude. TikTok. I don't even know how to like log into TikTok, so you're talking to the wrong guy. But yeah, fellas, I was just thinking about it. From Saturday to Tuesday, I went to 3 high-level basketball games, and I can't tell you. I feel like a real CBK. Two Zona games, a Jazz Pacers game, which was just the most horrendous basketball I've ever seen in my life. The Pacers went like 10 for 43 from 3. Not great. Yeah.
Ooh. Yikes.
But I'll tell you what, just from a culture standpoint, just vibes, walking out of BYU a winner versus walking out Tempe a winner, very different atmosphere. I was getting spat on, not actually, but got a couple fuck yous maybe. And then yesterday in BYU, it's good game, guys. You guys are great. You guys are awesome. I just shout out BYU.
Good fans.
That stadium's electric. Yeah, and that stadium, dude, it is a high quality arena. Sorry. I might take my football hat off. But it fits almost 19,000. They were rocking.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But
yeah, it seemed loud.
Proud of the Cats, man. They battled, dude. I don't know what you guys have talked about.
Well, I had a question. Did you see any soaking?
No soaking, but I'm not going to say it wasn't happening.
You can neither confirm nor deny is what it sounds like.
It's such a big arena. I mean, 19,000. So
yeah,
it's a lot of space.
That student section, they were smushed together, so there's some room in there for a little action.
It's like a built-in soak. Like you can't really move, which is the whole point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the whole
point.
Dude,
they should name their student section the Soak.
The white soakers.
Yeah,
they're all white.
Well,
I'm glad that you were able to go to the game.
Every time they made a run.
Go ahead.
Every time they made a run, we had Caleb or Bradley or someone. It was awesome. They just shut it down. It was cool. It was. We're playing good basketball right now, fellas.
Yes, last night might have been our best overall game of the year. It's definitely top 3.
Well, I mean, let's rank them. It's got to be Iowa State. Like I put Iowa State in there just because of the magnitude of the game.
Agreed.
So that's 1.
Yeah.
Then you got to throw last night in there, and then 3 is
ASU.
Yeah.
I
mean,
I think rivalry game.
I think maybe West Virginia, because I think that was one of the first Big 12 was on the road, and even though they didn't have their shooter, that was we really needed that game.
And we took.
So I would say last night 1, Iowa State 2, and then that first West Virginia game at
in Morgantown. When was the last time that we could have ran a kind of a gut check on our 3 best wins in the beginning of February, and they would have all happened in 2025?
Yeah, they're all
in the year you're currently in.
November,
because last year was like the game against Duke. We played Wisconsin. It was like, those were in beginning of November. So I'm glad to see we're trending at the right time. 2-1's made the point. 7's made the point. I'm sure Cole, we've talked about it. The Big 12 is just preparing us for March Madness, and it's a pretty exciting thing. I'm a hopeless fan, so I go into every tournament thinking we're going to win it all. I'll do the same this year, but I think in the last couple of years, I'm curious if you guys have felt the same. There's always been the doubt in my mind the last couple of years, like,
for sure,
something just feels off.
Yeah.
So that doubt might not be there this year, though. It's like I think there's a confidence, there's a swagger. That's
Yeah.
The toughness. Hey, 7, I told 9 earlier, I don't think there's 5 or 6 other teams in the country that would have done what we did in Provo last night.
Agreed.
Like,
I agree.
Auburn, Duke, Tennessee, or Bama. I
think we said Houston.
Houston, but man, that was a really impressive win. And I think you had said, or both of you have said, they got a couple of NBA guys. That point guard is massive, and he's really nice. And
he's projected top 20 pick.
They're a good team. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that game, we've said this, about the Texas Tech loss, but that game last night is on the road in Palo Alto with, we're not talking 0-3 Palo Alto with Tiger Woods on the side, on the side court. Like, we're talking Palo Alto with, 16 people there. So
That's right.
Yep.
That's
to
right.
go back to preparing for March. So awesome. But yeah, dude, I don't know. Have you guys already talked about how that game turned around with her?
We have not. If you would like to, we were all texting about it. 7, fill us in. Like, what do you think about that?
I mean, set the stage, 41-41 coming out of half. They scored 2 buckets. It's 45-41. And they got big momentum on their side. The crowd's into it. And then Townsend gets hurt. And they scored, 25 points the rest of the game? Like, we went on a 40-25 run to end the game, and Townsend didn't see the floor.
They scored 29 points the remainder of the game if your timeline checks out. I can't remember when Townsend got hurt.
Yeah, I don't remember.
It was early,
but
in the second half.
It was early.
And I hope he's okay. He just doesn't seem to care. Everyone else seems to be rowing the boat in the same direction.
That's right.
And he seems like he's too cool for school more often than not. And I told Dad this, but he shoots that little post-up play. He shoots to get fouled, not shoots to make it. And it's driving me nuts.
He only goes to his right
every time.
He only goes to his right.
Yeah.
Like, every time it doesn't matter which block he's on. He's going to the left shoulder, with the right hook. All right, this is what I like. I'm looking at the box score right now. Owaka 14, Henry Vasar 17, Jaden Bradley 17, Caleb Love 18, KJ Lewis 7, Carter Bryant 6. That is some good balance, man. 2-1, you're making the point earlier today. Tobe Owaka played amazing. Henry Vasar got that dog in him.
Got some dog.
It's like the first European that's played for us that actually cares.
Got some Euro dog in him. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
tries to
swaggy
dunk
too.
everything.
Yeah. He does.
I've never seen a guy dunk where his arms look detached.
Yeah, it's like
He's long,
it's
man.
Awesome
He's
to watch.
so
He'll jump from the elbow. He'll jump from the elbow, just stick his hands up immediately. He jumps with his hands up. Like, the ball's not down. It's up the whole time. You're like, there's no way he's going to get that. And then he's swinging on the rim like an absolute monster. I love that guy. He's pretty epic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just, it's 7. I was looking at some box scores earlier today from earlier games with 9. And Townsend has definitely regressed. I mean, he had some early games, 17 points, 19 points. And man, yeah, it just seems like he doesn't care. He looks like he's thicker.
Fatter. You can say.
Yeah, well, I was trying to be nice, but as seasons go on, especially in football, man, you're doing everything you can to just maintain your weight, right? As seasons go on, because you just wear out.
Sure.
Same with basketball. The amount you're running, but how can he be? Maybe I don't know.
Kylan Boswell did the same thing.
Yeah.
Mm.
They didn't have Panda Express on campus at Oakland, probably.
That's right.
Pretty elite. And Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, I love Panda.
But everyone's rolling except Townsend, so hopefully he, just his minutes will get lessened. But I love the progress of everyone else, including Conrad. I wish he would have played last night, but
Me too.
yeah.
You know what's been really impressive the last 2 games? I think the stat line, I can pull it up against ASU. We missed 1 free throw, 2 free throws last night. I think we missed 1 against ASU.
One
Is that
against
correct?
ASU. Yep.
Our free throw shooting has been really, really good.
Crazy.
And it's nice to have bigs who can shoot free throws. When Awaka and Henry Vasar go to the line, I have this PTSD from the last couple of years of Ballo. I'm like, oh man, this isn't. But it's almost automatic 2 points, either one of those bigs. So that's always huge, especially in March.
Huge.
And
Huge.
so I'm loving where this team is at. I don't know about you fellas, but I'm feeling good where we're at in Big 12 play. And dare I say, I would love to win the Big 12.
Why not?
I don't care about the tournament, the Big 12 tournament. I care about the Big 12 regular season. I think that holds some weight. It would also be hilarious if the 2 Arizona schools win the 2 biggest sports conferences in the first season of,
That would be crazy.
Of the Big 12. So
That would be
We're
crazy.
tied with Houston in conference 10-1.
yep.
We get Houston at home.
Jason's on mute, but he's trying to talk. But
You're on mute there, 7.
Sorry. Houston
Okay.
at home. We have to go to Ames. We have BYU at home.
Don't we play Texas Tech this Saturday as well? At home?
yeah, at home.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to come watch that, Cole?
Sure.
I think it's
do
a
anything.
noon or 3.
I'm down.
All right. You call my assistant. I'll call yours.
All right.
7-2-1. Are we making it to any of these big home games coming down the stretch here?
No. I'm going to be honest.
What? Okay,
I used a lot of bullets up in my gun the last 5 days.
I understand.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. I
2-1?
would love to.
That Houston game is very appealing.
I could be talked into that one pretty easily.
And it's a noon start. You scoot down
Nap
there.
time for the boys. That's perfect.
Yeah. So maybe let's keep talking about that one.
We need a CBK helicopter.
Mm.
Yeah, I will
Is
work
someone
on that.
still trying to sell his? Is it there a someone helicopter?
That was pretty good. That was like the best thing he did at U of A was the helicopter.
Oh my gosh, he's gonna go visit a high school in a helicopter. That's amazing. And,
Wow.
He landed on the field. I mean, it was pretty sweet.
I mean, I guess.
Do you remember
Couldn't
what?
even get his own kid to come to U of A.
Yeah.
He also didn't land that recruit, and his brother was on the team. That was the kid that ended up going to CU.
That was Harris, who ended up coming to the team, and he never
who sucked.
played.
Yeah. Game time this night on Saturday is 8:30 tip, so I think it's a good call not to go to that game. Cole, if you want to come over, open invite, but that's a tough tip.
That is tough. Jeez.
Can I bitch about something real quick?
Go for it.
9 p.m. local tip-off should be illegal.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
That was
insane.
horrible last night.
Yeah.
Horrible. I mean,
And you know what? I'm sure it was different networks, but UCLA played a home game, the home game against Michigan State. That game started like an hour earlier, and they're an hour earlier already, right? So why don't they it's just, I mean, it's crazy. I wish the league would push back more, fight. It'd be interesting to see if that game was on here. I'm going to look it up.
it was on Fox. It was on Fox.
The UCLA game. But yeah, 9 o'clock is brutal. I mean, for everybody. And
that tells me, though, is that they must be getting more viewers on ESPN at 9 p.m. versus 7 p.m. local on ESPN Plus, because that's the 2 options. And there's just probably still more people like us who are degenerates and love our school who are like, yeah, I'm going to watch this game.
Yeah.
So that's what it all comes down to, is just viewership and the accessibility of the content, because ESPN Plus is still not at the level of, the regular network. So, well, that's talking AZU hoops. I mean, 7, you joined a little late. Was there anything you wanted to get off your chest? Anything you wanted to share with the boys?
About what?
I don't know anything. We're gonna wrap it up.
Oh, no, I just love you guys. Um, I don't know if you guys talked Daisy football, but Langy was a great commit today. Did you guys already talk
Can
about?
talk
We
about-
didn't talk easy football. I like that transition though. Langy's a huge get.
You look at his offer list.
Great culture get. I don't care that he's 4'11".
Who is that?
Dash Fafita.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see that, Cole? No. Fafita's brothers coming committed.
That's awesome. What is he? What position does he play?
Backer.
So he's an interesting prospect. He plays middle linebacker. He's about 5'10", 5'9". He won the Trinity League Defensive MVP though.
Whoa.
Which is modern day St. John Bosco, Santa Margaret, Rancho Santa Margaret, or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
That's where he goes. So he's a baller. Like if he's 3 inches taller, he's getting big. He's a star. He's a 4-star.
I mean,
so
low man wins in football.
Good point. But what position does he play?
He's going to play the safety. He's going to play Dalton Johnson.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's a perfect fit for that.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's the benefit of the 4-4-2 or the 4-2-5 or whatever. You can get in.
That's right.
Some like safety hybrids, linebacker, DB hybrids.
Yeah,
I just love how much the Fafitas love Arizona. Rocks.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
You give every Fafita kid a football scholarship, even if they don't play football. I mean, they all get scholarships to Zona, as far as I'm concerned.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think the statue should just be
the
a
only
family.
thing Yeah. Agreed. Dude, they've all been so important to the program.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yep.
The only thing I'm upset about recently with Arizona football is that last year I bought my 2 toddler sons Arizona football jerseys. One is at the University of Washington now, Jacob Manu, and the one remaining at Arizona changed his number. So both jerseys don't really fit anymore. Those are like $90 jerseys, like pretty expensive. So I'm a little frustrated with that. Maybe I'll make it into a quilt.
There you go. For when they graduate high school.
I'm gonna learn how to sew.
Like I did for you guys.
That's right.
There you go.
Right.
There you go.
Right. All right, it's gonna be small because Seven's on his phone. But let's see here. Allow.
Sorry.
Can you guys see my? Okay, so I pulled up the football recruiting class. This is this year's class. I want to get a real time reaction. 46. The 51 is the composite. So I kind of look at that one. But overall, they have as a 61. Not a great class. Anybody stand out to you guys that you're excited to watch this fall? Any freshmen you think will make immediate impact?
Isaiah Mazzell.
Fast.
And that kid we signed yesterday, that from Texas, that running back, I think he's like another Speedy Luke. What's his name?
Wesley?
Oh, he's gonna get 2 touches a
Cornelius.
game.
That guy.
Cornelius.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's a gamer. He's tiny. He's just like Speedy size, but
5'9".
you need guys like that.
Yeah.
Good offer list though.
You know who I think's interesting?
So,
go ahead.
if he's just like Speedy Luke, they didn't play Speedy Luke last year. So why would you go get a guy who just like Speedy Luke?
I agree, but we have a new OC, so maybe, hopefully, they can incorporate that speed. So that guy right there, that O lineman from Modern Day, Tohi, go down. Yeah, Langy, I like him, but look at this guy. Look at his, Langy's offer list was amazing, and even look at this guy, Bama, Auburn, LSU.
It's pretty good.
Oklahoma,
Tennessee.
So
Ole
no one
Miss.
talks about this guy. So he's maybe, I could see him starting. And then even that Langy is, some of these guys, I mean, they're massive. They're all 350 pounds and they need to get in, collegiate shape. But that dude from Modern Day, I don't know, man. I could see him And then there's another lineman, Tupo from down Bishop. If you go down, that guy,
Oh, yeah.
massive. Oh, actually no, he's not that. I thought there was another one, but there's a third guy.
Yeah, right here. Oh wait, this is no, that guy's funny, by the way. We'll talk
I like
about
to look at the offers.
6'7", 365. My goodness.
That's
Wait.
a large man. That guy.
Dad, I think you're onto something with looking at the offers, but real quick, this guy is from Australia. He's a rugby player. I don't know if he's going to be any good. He is so massive. It is an incredible just specimen.
It's worth giving, worth a flyer on a guy like that, right? So
100%.
I mean, we got some real girth. Hopefully that'll be good. I'm really excited about our new OC, and it's great to have Salavea. So I thought the ship was sunk, but Brent, to his credit, made some good hires in the offseason, and I think people are, there's some optimism about the football program next year.
Wait, is that guy? Wait, that doesn't look like
The boat's still sunk. For the record.
What's that?
The boat is still under the ocean.
You're probably right. I mean, Brent's not.
It just
the
needs
guy,
to be retrieved
right?
using heavy equipment.
Brent's not the guy.
Look at this guy, fellas. This guy's going to play defensive line, which I love. Don't try to make him a left tackle. Just tell the guy to go eat.
Yeah, just go after it. Yeah.
Yeah. This was 28.
Gosh, look at him.
I don't know if some of these
28.
Yeah,
I think that the one at the top, the third one, I think, yeah. It's kind of hard to tell, but
yeah, he's a big dude. Dad, I think though you made a good point with this. What is it? The Tohi guy.
Tohi.
He played at that Polynesian Bowl. And so did, I believe, Losapinu Tapuo.
Yeah.
This guy. You're right. He might need 25 pounds, but man, I don't know.
He does.
Like Jonah came in like 30 pounds heavier than he was ever listed at and was like, yeah, he's a day one starter. So you never know. You never know. Yeah, Jason's probably still right. The ship is probably still sunk, but I at least believe in the guys that Brent has brought in on the coaching staff. I think that gives me a little bit of hope.
I'm excited.
Whoever we hired to do the schedule release, whoever our social media person is, pretty legit. If you guys haven't seen that video,
dude, their social media has been rocking. I don't know if you saw, but like after Caleb's half court shot, they did like a billion edits of different songs to that, and they just asked people to give them songs to do. Like it's been awesome.
That was awesome.
The engagements are great.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Cole, did you see the Arizona football?
I didn't see that
video yesterday. It was announcing their schedule using social media videos and memes it was really funny.
That's awesome.
Really funny. I mean,
I'll send it to you.
My two favorites.
Do it.
My two favorites are when they're announcing the CU game. It says the guy's yelling, "Daddy, where are you?" And then the BYU Carly chick saying, "I cuss a little."
Oh, it's so good.
That shit's good.
That's incredible.
That's good stuff.
Oh, here it is.
Oh,
I love it.
Well, fellas, this is off-season football. We're getting into the swing of basketball. We had a big NBA trade that we recapped. But the NFL still reigns supreme. We got the Super Bowl on Sunday. Let's leave the folks with this. Who's winning and why? 2-1, I'm going to start with you.
I think the Chiefs win. I think it's going to be really close. I think they win 31-27.
Okay. 31-27. We're taking the over if we're following 2-1's logic. Cole, what do you think? Who's winning the Super Bowl?
I mean, I obviously want the Eagles to win as a Chargers fan still. But I'm going to bet the Chiefs because if they win, I can at least make some money off of an outcome I didn't want. But I'll probably go like 27-24 Chiefs.
27-24. 27-24 Chiefs.
Last second field goal.
Okay, last second field goal for Cole. 7 Super Bowl breakdown. Let's hear it.
I was asked this at 9 a.m. this morning by one of my colleagues, and I was adamantly on the Chiefs. Fast forward about 9 hours, I got a picture from 12, or 9's mother. And it was her nails painted in Chiefs colors with the number 87 on one of her nails. And I'm now going to make the most irresponsible wager of my life on the Eagles because I can't do it. I love you, mother, but we got to put an end to 12's fandom, and I hope
10.
I really
It's
hope
10.
Travis.
It's
The
10.
only benefit.
Your mother's number is 10.
Oh,
Her number's
Dude,
10.
relax.
Come on.
That's on me.
Come on,
Yeah.
7.
So
it's important.
we're
Numbers
rivals
matter.
this week. Yeah, I know. I did that on purpose because we're rivals.
Hey, Ryan, can you flash up that picture?
Oh, yeah.
The only positive I see of the Chiefs winning is that Travis Kelce retires, and I never have to see Taylor Swift for 7 seconds during a game ever again in my life.
Please.
It's the only benefit of the Chiefs winning in my eyes.
Yeah.
And my mom will be happy, which I will inevitably be happy for her. But
Oh,
Look at that.
There
I wish
it
she
is.
cared about Arizona football this much.
what's?
That's pretty elite, man.
I'm guessing 13 is Taylor's number.
It's her favorite number, I guess.
Yeah.
Isn't like, yeah. I think
Oh, there's that like song, I think. Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 7, what's the score then for the Eagles?
Yeah.
So you're putting an irresponsible bet on it, despite your mother's fingernails, which is pretty wild reason. But
I've just kind of made this my thing.
So what's everyone needs an identity, so that's good that you found yours.
Yeah.
What's the score?
34-28
Eagles.
28 Eagles.
Eagles.
Okay.
I also work for a Philadelphia-based company, so I'm rooting for the boys.
Yeah.
But no,
All
I
right.
love my mother. I'm happy that she has a fandom. Can't believe she painted her nails like that, but hopefully Travis retires.
Yeah.
I'm going unpopular. I know in my heart of hearts this is going to be wrong, and I'm not rooting for it because it's the same reason of 7, but I'm rooting for the Eagles. I think they're going to win. Here's my reasoning. I think the Eagles are a better team, legitimately.
They are.
I think they're
They
better.
are.
I think they have a phenomenal defense, and I think that offense with Saquon, it can be very, very electric. My score prediction is 31-14 because
Wow.
I think the Eagles defense is underrated, and I think the Chiefs have been a little fluky this year. They do have great coaches, mastermind, whatever. They're going to find ways to get the ball to Xavier Worthy, blah, blah, blah. But I think you're going to see a little bit of an overreaction to everybody complaining about the refs, and you're going to get the Eagles get some calls, and the Eagles take care of business kind of big.
Wow. That is big.
Eagles got some calls
That's
against the commies too.
Honestly, that's their best chance of winning. Is if it's a close game, Pat's not losing.
Right.
Yeah. Correct.
That's right.
So,
Well, did Tom Brady ever
win? That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, Tom Brady, I guess, was the same way. Like most games were close in the Super Bowl. I guess you could count Eli's close game, but that was like miracle after miracle to lose.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, he's cut from the same cloth. Is my point. Patrick Mahomes cut the same cloth.
He is.
Correct. No, I think the Eagles do have that advantage in that, like, one of the weaknesses of Steve Spagnuolo defenses is run D, and the Eagles' offensive line is the best in the league, and Saquon's the best running back in the league. So that's something to look forward to as well. Hopefully that works out.
Well, that's the biggest difference between this rematch is
correct. Saquon.
there was no Saquon Barkley. Yeah, he's the best player on the field at all times.
Pretty
So
good.
100%.
Pretty good.
yeah. I'm going to be honest. There's a good chance Sunday morning comes around and I put a lot of money on the Chiefs instead. I don't know. I'm still up in the air. I don't know.
You reserve the right. You reserve the right. I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. I already have my Eagles bet in. So we're riding. We're riding.
Wow.
I'll probably put some prop bet on the Eagles, but I can't do it.
I might get my fingernails painted Eagles.
You should.
You actually should.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
That would actually be funny.
What was Jason Kelsey's number? 62?
Oh,
It's 62 on there?
Dude, that would be so funny.
Dude, that
And
would
then
be
that would be good.
find like Kylie Kelsey's like college soccer
yeah.
number.
Yeah.
Put it on my other.
Yeah.
Dude,
that would rule.
if you don't do fingernails, you should do
Uh,
something like that, though. Like paint your face. Just paint the numbers on your face
Yeah.
and your cheeks.
All right. I like this. Yeah.
All right, fellas. Well, that's it. We got
Yeah.
our Super Bowl projections up. Seven's delayed with his internet connection. So, no, I'm just kidding. We're going to wrap it up. And I don't know. Maybe we see the boys
Love
next
you, Mom.
week.
I love you, Mom.
Your middle child loves you more.